Hey everyone, today on People Now, Jada Pinkett Smith gets emotional confronting Snoop Dogg about his public criticism of Gayle King.
Kobe and Gianna Bryant honored at the NAACP Image Awards.
Hayden Panettiere posts a sweet picture calling her ex the best father ever. This all in the wake of her boyfriend's domestic battery charge. We'll explain.
Nikki Bella showing off that new baby bump.
They are so happy, and maybe it's because I said we could eat cookies while we watch.
Actress Allison Hannigan opening up about mom life and her new hosting duties on Girl Scout Cookie Championship.
Combines my two biggest dreams, space exploration and being 3,000 miles away from my mother.
A 15-year-old lands a job at NASA. No big deal. It's all in the expanding universe of Ashley Garcia, and the show star is here telling us all about it.
Live today on People Now. Let's go. Hey everybody, welcome to People Now. Good to see you. We're kicking things off today with some breaking news. After nearly 27 hours of deliberation, a verdict has been reached in the trial of disgraced film producer Harvey Weinstein. On Monday morning in New York, Weinstein was found guilty of committing a criminal sex act in the first degree involving one woman, and he has been found guilty of rape in the third degree involving another woman. The jury found Weinstein not guilty on the two top charges against him, charges of predatory sexual assault involving those two women, which could have carried a sentence of 10 years to life in prison. The charges center around testimony from Miriam Haley that Weinstein forced oral sex on her in 2006 and on testimony from Jessica Mann, who alleged that Weinstein raped her in 2013. The 67-year-old can now face the following. The charge of criminal sexual act in the first degree carries a sentence of 5 to 25 years in prison, while rape in the third degree could be probation or up to 4 years in prison. All of this according to CNN, and this is a developing story. We'll keep you updated on all the details as they become available. Now we move on to this. Hayden Panettiere is showing love and support for her daughter's dad. On Sunday, the actress tweeted out a photo of her ex, Vladimir Klitschko, and their 5-year-old daughter, Kaya, dancing. And she captioned the pic, "Best father ever." It's really adorable there. In another photo, Kaya is shown smiling in tiger-inspired face paint, looking cute. Kaya currently lives in the Ukraine with her dad, where apparently they have amazing face painting. The sweet posts come less than a week after Panettiere's boyfriend, Bryant Hickerson, was charged with domestic battery on Valentine's Day. That was in Jackson, Wyoming. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, Hickerson allegedly punched Panettiere with a closed fist on the right side of her face. The documents reportedly state that authorities arrived at the private residence and found Hickerson in the driveway, who told them that the Nashville star was inside the home, quote, saying that "I beat the bleep out of her." A rep for Hayden Panettiere did not immediately respond to People's request for comment. In November, the couple was photographed together more than a month after Hickerson's previous felony domestic violence charge was dismissed. A source confirmed at the time that the pair were back together. That incident took place in May 2019 when Hickerson was arrested on a domestic violence charge and released on bail. According to the felony complaint obtained by People, prosecutors allege that he, quote, willfully inflicted corporal injury resulting in a traumatic condition upon Hayden. A spokesperson for the LA County District Attorney's Office confirmed to People at the time that Hickerson was charged with 1 count of felony domestic violence and pleaded not guilty. People previously reported that Panettiere's relationship with Hickerson drew concern from those close to the star, especially after they were reportedly involved in a drunken altercation with his father in October 2018, prompting a visit from the police. No arrests were made at that time. They began dating after reports circulated that Panettiere and Klitschko had split in August of 2018. Bodie Miller and his wife Morgan are reflecting on the emotional home birth of their identical twin boys. In an Instagram story posted over the weekend, Morgan said that she's sharing every detail about the birth of their twin boys last fall so that people can see women are badass mothers, as she put it. She explains that even though it's a scary ride, women are, quote, so much more than we even know. She also asks viewers to continue with an open mind and an open heart and a strong stomach. Her husband then began to tell the story of the birth, starting from about a month before Asher and Axel were born, all the way to the moments after their birth on November 8th. The proud parents go into a lot of detail, but here are some of the highlights. Bodie begins by talking about how he wanted them to be born on his birthday, October 12th. Even though it was early, it would have been within the normal window of early pregnancy for twins. He says it looked like it was possible, but his wife was stubborn. He then revealed that they decided to induce Morgan on November 8th when they had a window of opportunity as their older kids were at school. Bodie described it as an incredible experience, revealing Morgan had wanted 2 things for this labor: for it to be smooth and for it to happen before the kids got home from school. And she got her wish. The twins' births were announced in an Instagram post and described as gifts from their late 19-month-old sister, Emmy Greer, who tragically died in a drowning accident in June 2018. In November, Morgan told People that while everybody was celebrating the birth of the twins, they were also remembering Emmy at the same time. And in a lighthearted moment, Bodie revealed in the Instagram story that his mother, who used to be a midwife, was with them for the birth, but his father missed all the action because he was at Costco. Probably just getting those free samples over and over, which they are delicious. So, all right, in People's exclusive first look at Wednesday's episode of Red Table Talk, Jada Pinkett Smith has a conversation with a guest named Snoop Dogg. You may have heard of him. They talked about his comments towards Gayle King and how they affected her. Take a look.
When you first came out and you said what you said, in regards to Gayle.
Yes.
My heart dropped. I felt like not only were you talking to Gayle, but you were talking to me. I was like, oh no, Snoop has now taken his power flow away from me, away from Willow, away from my mother, right? I was like, oh.
So Jada tells Snoop in the episode that she wanted to have a conversation with him in the spirit of healing. Jada's daughter, Willow, and her mom, Andrea, also joined the conversation with the rapper about the negative effects his comments had on the women. Jada was distraught after Snoop criticized Gayle King on Instagram for asking about Kobe Bryant's past sexual assault case during an interview with Lisa Leslie. In the interview, King asked Leslie about Bryant's legacy and whether she thought it was, quote, complicated. In a heated moment, Snoop Dogg tells King that she should, quote, back off, bleep, before we come get you. King's good friend Oprah appeared on Today and explained that King was not doing well and that at the time she was feeling very much attacked. Well, days later, Snoop apologized and said in an Instagram post that he had overreacted and that, quote, when you're wrong, you gotta fix it. And he added, Gayle King, I publicly tore you down by coming at you in a derogatory manner based off of emotions, being angry at questions that you asked. You can watch the full episode of Red Table Talk when it streams on Facebook Watch this Wednesday. It'll be a lot for them to unpack. I'm anxious to see that in its entirety. Because I don't know, I think Jada has a way of really kind of, I don't know, she gets very honest in a way that makes people vulnerable and they can actually heal.
Yeah, and it's obviously a very complex subject and everything, so I think it's going to be a really good one.
Yeah, all right, let's talk about this. Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna, they were honored with a special tribute during the NAACP Image Awards on Saturday. A basketball hoop appeared on stage next to 3 screens. 2 of those screens featured Kobe's iconic basketball jerseys, and on the main screen, an emotional video that was played with him talking about one of his legendary basketball games. The entire crowd erupted in huge applause as that tribute ended. A public memorial will be held Monday at the Staples Center in honor of Kobe, Gianna, and the 7 other victims of that January helicopter crash. Limited tickets to the memorial were made available for the general public earlier this month. Proceeds from them will benefit the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation. The date of the public memorial, 2/24/20, holds special significance for the Bryant family since Gianna wore jersey number 2 at the Mamba Sports Academy. Kobe, of course, wore number 24 in the latter half of his career. And then the 20 also represents the number of years Kobe and Vanessa were together. The memorial is set to begin at 1 p.m. Eastern. Most major news networks are expected to broadcast a stream of the service. And according to the Lakers website, live streams will be available on their Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Lots of places to watch. Also on Monday, Vanessa Bryant shared a photo of the tattoo that her friend Sydney Leroux got in memory of Gianna. The pro soccer player shared the jersey number 2 with the young basketball star and decided to commemorate the connection with a little ink. After news broke last month of the tragedy, Leroux shared an emotional tribute to Gianna on Instagram where she said in part, 2 will always be ours. Nice tributes there pouring in. And that service is going to be, I would imagine, one of the most watched events of the year. So many fans want to see what happens there. All right, you've got more for us in Star Trek.
Yes, I do. We are kicking off Star Trek today with a baby bump update. Watch this.
My bump has gotten so much bigger since Thursday. Look how cute. Can you see?
You can see Nikki Bella showed off her pregnancy bump on her Instagram stories over the weekend. She can be seen wearing a fitted black dress that shows her best accessory, that baby bump. Nikki and Brie Bella announced their pregnancies exclusively with People back in January. They also revealed to us that their due dates are a week and a half apart.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy odds there. When People revealed Nikki and Brie's happy news, she shared a sweet and personal Instagram caption saying in part, "I'm going to be a mom. It's something I've wanted to be my whole life. I was definitely shocked when I found out and so nervous. I wasn't expecting it and I felt I wasn't ready, but this journey of life is unpredictable. Nikki is expecting her first child with her fiance, Artem Chigvintsev. She's been very vocal about wanting to start a family for a while, even revealed to people that she was in the process of freezing her eggs when she learned that she was pregnant. Very happy for both of them. All right, the cast of Modern Family enjoyed their final wrap party over the weekend. It looked like it was so much fun. Sarah Hyland shared these photos on Instagram and captioned the post, quote, "I love these people with all my heart. 11 years together is proof you and your TV sister will start wearing the same outfit. Siblings for life will be made, and you'll forever fight over the same professor. We'll always be Dunphys, and we'll always have each other." It's very cool. And as you can see, the co-stars coordinated in similar black dresses there. It's kind of true when you start hanging out with people, you start wearing the same outfits.
Kind of become the same person.
Yeah, several other cast members documented the party. Sofia Vergara shared this picture with her husband, Joe Manganiello. She's also in a beautiful black dress there. Jesse Tyler Ferguson shared many details from the wrap party, including how guests had to enter through a giant walk-through closet, which was an homage to the show's Pritchett's Closets and Blinds family business. Hyland previously told People about the show coming to an end. She said, quote, "I will probably miss the people the most. Our crew is amazing, and of course, I love our cast. They're very special people." Modern Family premiered in 2009 and has won 5 Emmys for Outstanding Comedy Series over its 11-season run. The finale will air on April 8th. All right, it's the final Snowdown. Brittany Snow spent her weekend in Palm Springs celebrating her upcoming wedding to her fiancé, Tyler Stanaland, with an epic bachelorette party. The actress was joined by several of her Pitch Perfect co-stars, including Anna Kendrick, Anna Camp, Chrissy Fitt, and Kelly Jekyll. They all shared some sweet moments from the weekend with the hashtag #SnowOneButYou. Very clever. Anna Camp posted a selfie with the bride-to-be before kicking off the weekend with the caption, "She's getting married, and we love seeing the world through gold-colored glasses." Now, Camp made sure to document the festivities on her Instagram stories for all of her fans to see, and some of the celebrations seemed to coincide with the groom-to-be's bachelor party. She even caught a picture of the happy couple sharing a kiss while the groups partied the night away. Looked like a lot of fun there. Brittany Snow announced her engagement back in February of 2019 with sweet black and white photos with her fiancé, captioned in part, "A couple weeks ago, I said yes about 1,000,000 times to the man of my wildest and most beautiful dreams. Thank you, Tyler, for the happiest day of my life and for not proposing in this creepy, empty restaurant." Can't wait for their wedding. You know it's going to be a blast. Now, Brittany's Bachelorette Bash got us thinking, where do you think is the perfect place to spend your last days of single life? Maybe surrounded by nature, getting a tan on the beach, maybe you like the energy of a big city, or you might want to spend it relaxing at the spa. Jeremy, it's been a while since you've been single.
It's been a long time. You know what I think the rule is? Like, don't do it somewhere that you'd rather be with your person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want to like waste the trip. Like, oh, it's so great. Wish I would have been with you.
That's true. Just do it, yeah, I think anywhere with friends.
I think
on the beach
is the go-to.
We'll vote in our People poll. Tweet us your thoughts using the hashtag PeopleNow. We'll check in on that later in the show. Those are your Star Treks for today.
Stay with us. We are talking with the cast of ABC's new show, For Life. It's inspired by a true story. You don't want to miss this. Plus, actress Paulina Chavez of the Netflix series The Expanding Universe of Ashley Garcia joins us live. Stick around. Look at this. So that's Zamboni driver David Ayers getting a hero's welcome in the locker room after he saved the day for the Carolina Hurricanes as an emergency goaltender.
This is such a crazy story. So during Saturday's game against the Toronto Maple Leafs, a loss seemed inevitable for Carolina after they lost both their goalies because of injury.
So then David Ayers came to the rescue. He's a Zamboni driver and actually an area maintenance worker for the Maple Leafs AHL affiliate.
So he played more than half the game, helped the Hurricanes pull off an incredible comeback by stopping 8 out of 10 shots. The first 2 shots got by him, but then he was perfect after that.
So according to ESPN, he later told reporters, quote, "It was awesome. I had the time of my life out there, no doubt."
He was named the star of the game. Even though he helped Carolina beat the home team, the Toronto fans gave him a loud standing ovation.
That part shocked me. And apparently he was wearing a Maple Leafs shirt underneath the jersey, which is kind of funny.
You would think that they would be kind of upset about this, right?
According to ESPN, he was paid $500. That's per NHL rules, and he was allowed to keep the jersey.
Yeah, he also has the memory of a lifetime and a great story to tell. That's pretty nuts.
I love it. All right, let's talk about this. The series finale for Girl Scout Cookie Championship airs tonight on the Food Network. It's really been a sweet journey for all the contestants that have made it to the very, very end.
Yeah, it looks like such a fun show, too. Well, we decided to get in on the fun with host Allison Hannigan, asking her to play a game of COSTAR cookie matchup. Watch. We're going to say the name of a former co-star of yours. You have to tell us the first Girl Scout cookie flavor that comes to mind and why.
Hey, all right.
Does it make sense? We'll find out. Here we go.
We tried it out before.
We tried it and made it
Wild.
stuff. Neil Patrick Harris, what Girl Scout cookie comes to mind?
Ooh, Maybe I would say he's a Samoa's.
Okay.
There's lots of different layers.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so there's
Sounds
this
about right.
multi-layered
Yes.
factor. Yeah, depth.
Yeah, and chefs pick that one.
A lot.
And his husband's a chef, so
Oh, tied it in.
Done.
All
All
right.
right, next one, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I would say Thin Mints because she's thin and she smells good.
And they're a favorite.
And they're a favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
You
good one.
know?
All right, here we go. Jason Biggs.
Jason would be. What would Jason be?
Well, he's not really a tag along with his personality, but I feel like I always think of him and his wife together. So it's like
Yeah.
they're a duo, tag along.
totally.
Like she's tagging along with him, he's
Yeah.
tagging along with her. In it together.
stress.
Well, and the peanut butter and chocolate go well together.
Oh, yeah, there
you
we go.
Nailed it.
Perfect.
All right.
And here we go, Michelle Trachtenberg.
Oh. Well, I mean, the Michelle I know, she was a little kid, so I'd have to go like shortbread.
Oh, that's good.
Perfect.
Little.
Oh, that makes a
Even
lot
though
of
she
sense.
was probably taller than I was. And she was
All right,
young.
only two more. Jason Segel.
I feel like he could be in the Samoas as well.
Okay, same
Or
reason.
I will go Caramel Delight because it's the same cookie, different
Okay,
region.
okay, Caramel Delight. Final one,
Yeah.
Eugene Levy.
Oh, wow. I mean, I feel like he would be the new cookie.
Oh,
He'd be the
okay.
lemon up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's like reinvention.
And it's just like, it just is so pleasing. There's little inspirational messages on the cookie, and I'm so inspired by him. And he just is uplifting, which is lemony and zesty.
By the way, she really rose to the challenge there. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe how well she did comparing
Not the
those people.
easiest thing
It
to
isn't.
compare people to cookies.
It was a lot of fun. She did a lot better than we expected. Allison also told us how she ensured her daughters would watch the show with her.
They are so excited to see the Girl Scout cookie competition. They are so happy. And maybe it's because I said we could eat cookies while
yeah.
we watch, but
Bribery
I think
helps,
it's also
yeah.
just they love anything on the Food Network, and they're just so excited to have me on one of those shows.
Sure, yeah.
Did you bring them to set?
I didn't because this actually filmed in New Jersey, and so they were in school, and it was a really quick gig.
But they'll get to watch it, and I'm sure it's gonna be a blast for them. You recently posted a picture of your 7-year-old on Twitter, and you captioned it. You said, "Seriously, she's 7, hashtag we are in trouble with this one." I mean, 7 years old.
I know, and that's not uncommon.
Yeah.
That is a character that she's created.
Oh, really?
Yes, her name is Zara, and she walks around in that coat and lots of accessories, usually that she's found in my closet, like those shoes.
That's really great.
And she's got an accent, and boy, does Zara have a tude.
Wow, so a little actress. Would you kind of
Kiva's
encourage her to follow in your footsteps?
Well, the thing about Kiva, she's so talented, she's so funny. Obviously, I'm gonna encourage my kids to do whatever they want, but when it comes to like, hey, I wanna be an actress or something like that, I'm gonna really question their motives behind it, because it's such a hard business. But she has also asked me if I could just get her an audition for America's Got Talent.
Oh, so she's like cashing in the chips, trying to.
And I was like, well, what talent are you gonna do? And she's like, I don't know, I'll figure it out when I get there.
She's like, you deal with your part, which is open the door for me, and then I'll walk
like,
through.
you get me the audition. And she was hounding me. I'm like, when are you gonna get me that audition? I'm like, sweetie, it doesn't work that way. You can't just go and wing it. Although, knowing her, she probably could.
Yeah, it's so great. I love their relationship. Sounds like a lot of fun in that family. It looks like that they might have got it from their mom as well, who is known for many iconic and hilarious roles, including Lily Aldrin on How I Met Your Mother. We asked her to pick a favorite memory from her time on that show. Watch.
I mean, it's sort of just a montage of great memories. Like, that was just such a wonderful job to go to every day, and the people were incredible, and we just were silly and fun and got to do this incredible show, but it was just a blast. It really was.
It seems like it was.
Yeah.
That's the feeling from the fans' perspective.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You've just been in so many iconic shows and movies. A lot of people probably talk to you about your character on American Pie, but if she was doing stuff today, where would she be? Where does the storyline go?
I mean, I guess she'd probably be working at band camp, right? Running it, maybe. You know, teaching the new kids how it all goes down.
And did you see anybody inside?
No,
Hear anybody?
I just remember it kind of smelled like some old garbage or something.
And when the police arrested you and told you somebody was living there?
I said I didn't know, that I was sorry. I had no idea.
And did you know the person living there was actually a homeless man with a sleeping bag who himself was trespassing? The prosecution will probably object here. And I'll change the word to squatting, and then we'll move on. So,
Hey, you good at this, man.
That's a look at ABC's new legal drama For Life. It's loosely based on Isaac Wright Jr.'s remarkable real life. At 29, Isaac was sentenced to life in prison, plus 70 years for a crime he did not commit. While in jail, he obtained a law degree and fought for himself and other falsely accused inmates.
Yeah, we recently sat down with him and the stars of the show, Timothy Busfield and Mary Stuart Masterson. They revealed to us the most shocking thing that they learned when reading the script and learning Isaac's story. Take a look.
Somebody's got to lose in a trial situation, and the district attorneys and the attorney generals, and we're seeing it in the Justice Department, you know, it's maybe not so straight up. It's not so clear if it's good or bad. Somebody's got to go to jail, and unfortunately, like in Isaac's situation, they said you're going to go, and we're going to make it look like you did it, and because I want to go home and have a good weekend.
Check
and
the
like
box and away we
Isaac
go.
says, which is so great and everybody should hear, we have the best system in the world. We have the best system in the world, and it's broken. Right?
And these mandatory minimums, the sentencing is so crazy, you know, and that somebody could be wrongfully accused and have not only a life sentence, but 70 years added onto that is absolutely insane for a nonviolent, never previously offending person.
It is such a powerful story there. Now, Kim Kardashian West has been working on prison reform for a few years and is currently studying to become a lawyer. So what qualities does Isaac think that she needs to be a successful attorney?
She needs a mentor. She needs me.
Yeah, okay. She needs Isaac in her life.
Wait a second, I'm a fake lawyer.
Okay, wait. So she maybe needs a...
I just went on TV.
Okay, so this team right here.
Don't jump on Isaac for
I'm
the
a
guy.
safe
We're
place.
throwing our names in there, too.
It is kind of wild, though, to imagine a world in which you're in a position that there could be a pairing of someone like you and someone like Kim Kardashian to pursue criminal justice or cases of freeing people. Is that something that you ever consider, just that this is moving forward because of some voices like that?
I mean, Kim's getting people out of prison, so that's a no-brainer for me. You know, working individually has a totally different effect than working as a collective body. So, you know, if Kim decided for whatever reason that she wanted to pair up with another organization or another individual, you know, that had the same power but in a different area, I think that would only enhance things. I mean, whether it's me or whether it's anyone else or some other organization, I think the ability to come together as a group, you can make much more inroads in making changes.
In our conversation, we also talked about this. One thing a lot of people struggle with while being imprisoned for crimes they did not commit is hope. Isaac and the For Life cast have a message for those people. Watch.
I'm personally so inspired by this man here and by the opportunity that this show has to shed light on a subject that stays usually in the center somewhere of the newspaper because people just see it all the time and don't really know what to do. And so I think it's in some ways instructive to be able to just sort of live inside this life from the safety and comfort of your living room and try to imagine yourself in the shoes of this man, or in this case, Aaron Wallace, and what would you do, you know? And I hope that people are somewhat activated by it to think about who they're voting for and to make sure that that person is looking at criminal justice reform.
Life in prison means that you're likely to die there. And so when you take that and you relate it to, okay, well, what's my hope for the future? You have the rest of your life to try to get out. And so my message is to never give up hope, because even if the change is not made from within, by him engaging the system and continuing to fight, you know, changes are also constantly being made outside. And so at some point, those two candles burning from both ends will meet. And so, you know, ultimately, you never give up the fight. Get in the law library, make calls, write letters. You're in prison. You have all the time in the world to be aggressive on your own behalf.
Tell me about your new job.
Well, it combines my two biggest dreams, space exploration and being 3,000 miles away from my mother.
Ashley, it's your mother you're talking about. I totally get how you feel.
The new Netflix series, The Expanding Universe of Ashley Garcia, created by Mario Lopez, follows super smart 15-year-old rocket scientist Ashley Garcia, who moves across the country to live with her uncle after landing a job at NASA, like all 15-year-olds. We're joined by the show star, Paulina Chavez. Thank you for being here.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me.
It's good to talk to you.
Oh, it's...
when you see yourself as that character, does it feel relatable to you, or is it like, who is that?
Yes, well, when we did the screening, I watched the show and I'm like, wow, this is like a completely different person that I created. We created all this magical thing together, and it's insane to watch it. Like, there's some facial expressions I'm like, yeah, I do that a lot.
Yeah. Well, we were just talking about this before we started here, that this is just such an incredible moment for you, this big role, leading this series. I mean, what does it feel like to be in your shoes right now compared to how you felt like maybe this time last year?
It's insane. It's insane. I mean, it's something that I've always wanted. When I was a little kid, I started when I was 7 years old, and I mean, to be here in New York and seeing the Times Square billboard is insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is like a next level bucket list experience, right?
It is.
Like, there I am.
It's surreal. I mean, we always go back and we're just like, wow, that's my face.
Yeah. And your parents, I'm sure, are pretty pumped as well.
Oh my gosh,
They're here.
yeah. I mean, they're the whole reason I can do this.
Yeah.
They're the ones that traveled, took me to acting classes.
Who gets the most emotional in a moment like that? You walk into Times Square, there's the thing. Who's the most likely to start shedding the tears out of you and your parents?
I think my dad.
Oh yeah? Is that right? You're just like, yeah! Mom's like, yeah! Dad's like, I can't believe my little girl!
He was actually smiling. I actually recorded him. I recorded his reaction when we first got here. That was pretty cool.
That's great. So your character, this 15-year-old girl, she's a scientist. She goes into all this stuff. You're an actor.
Yes.
If you were anything else, what would it be?
Ooh.
I mean, you're a musician as well.
I am.
Yeah. But besides like the arts and all of that, I mean, is there something else that you would like, I don't know, maybe as a kid you're like,
I always
maybe
wanted to be a detective.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. And then I realized I want to be a detective on a movie.
On TV, yeah.
On a movie.
Yeah. Like, it's easier that way. You can put it all away and then do something else.
Exactly.
But okay, diving into a character like this, it's all science, all technology.
It is.
Did you walk away learning something new? Are you like maybe gonna, fall into a NASA job after
It went in one ear and out the other.
Okay, that's
I only remember like one word.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
But no, it was really interesting. It was mostly a lot of social stuff, a lot of like friends, boys, and stuff like that. Some was about the job, but
well, it's like it becomes relatable, right?
Yeah.
It's like what every kid kind of goes
here
through.
and there, Ashley like throws in some lines, and you're just like, what? Can you repeat that?
Yeah. Like you've got to really like practice those lines backstage, right?
Those are actually the easiest lines for me to memorize.
Oh, really?
Which is really odd.
Yeah.
But
Do any of them stick with you? Do you have anything? Is it right there? Some weird word?
Anthropomorphize.
Ooh, anthropomorphize. Just pull that out of the party. All right, Ashley's got this bucket list of things she wants to do as a normal teen.
As a normal teen.
What's on your bucket list? What's left? Because, okay, Times Square, billboard,
Oh my
check.
gosh.
Big show on Netflix, check. Working with Mario Lopez, check.
I think one of them is explore Europe.
Okay.
That one's a fun one.
Where would you want to go? Any ideas?
Everywhere.
Is it like the backpack trip? Is that what you envision? Like,
that would be cool. Anything.
Yeah.
I would just love to go to Europe.
Okay. I think it's going to work out for you.
I hope.
Yeah. All
In the
right.
future.
Let's talk about this. Something else apparently you have in common with your character. The glasses.
The glasses.
We saw in your Insta story your character's glass in the show actually a duplicate of your real life ones. Is that right?
Oh my gosh, yes. I auditioned with them. I remember popping out the lenses, and because the description was like, she wears glasses, she has pigtails, she's wearing this sweatshirt that says nerd girl with the periodic elements.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
And so I popped out my lenses, and then when I went to testing, they were like, where'd you get your glasses? I was like, Walmart.
Okay.
And then they got them.
Oh, they're like, we like them so much. We
They
need
got
to get, like,
them.
all
We
of them.
couldn't use my real ones because of the glare.
Right.
And also, they are actually prescriptioned, so.
These are the tidbits. Look, it's little things like that that help you transform, right? It really does. Like you slip into
Just a
her,
little piece of me.
become this person. All right,
Actually,
let's
a
talk.
lot of me is in there.
There's a lot of you in there, yeah. Let's talk about this. Ashley previously lived with her overprotective mother, moves in with her uncle Victor, this football coach, this bachelor. We saw a little bit in the clip there. living together, this new dynamic is a new dynamic for her throughout the season. How does Victor and Ashley, how did their relationship, how does it sort of change and evolve as they get to know each other?
They already knew each other and they already had a close bond, and I think it just gets stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
And it's incredible to watch them. They're just so good together. They're like brother and sister. I don't even see him as an uncle.
Yeah.
He's like my older brother.
I like that.
Yeah.
Is that how it feels in real life too?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly like that in real life.
All right. So the show's creator, we mentioned this, Mario Lopez.
Yes, Mario Lopez,
which is
Seth Curlin.
pretty cool. To me, he's AC Slater because I'm old. Saved by the Bell, you may have heard of it. It was a show back in the day. So in June, you shared this photo of you two together. Here's the quote you wrote: "Thank you for the opportunity and believing in me." Talk to me about how Mario Lopez has supported you and kind of getting to know him, what that experience has been like.
I mean, he's been just a sweetheart the whole time. He's incredible. I'm just honored that him and the team, Seth Curlin, David Kendall, and a whole other people, like there's so many people involved with this project who are amazing. I'm just grateful that they gave me this opportunity.
Eva Longoria directed some, right?
Longoria.
I mean, that had to be a moment.
Oh my gosh, I remember the first time I met her. We were rehearsing for the first episode. Wasn't expecting to see her. I was like, I have time to prepare. I have time
before
to
she gets here or something? Right, yeah.
And then all of a sudden she just like walks in and I'm starstruck.
Yeah.
Just completely in awe of her, and I hugged her and I almost cried.
Well, here's a question, because I would imagine, look, she's been in the business, she's savvy enough to know, okay, she probably realized you're starstruck. How did she, as a director, kind of make you feel at ease? Like, all right, now we can get over that moment and move into the work.
I mean, she's like a friend. She really is. She's not like the boss, the big scary boss. She's really cool. She's really chill.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
I like that. So we were talking a little bit before about your music. And so the actor who plays Victor, Giancarlos Canella.
Yes.
And you and him do music together.
Yes,
You're writing music together currently?
We are. Oh my God, look at him in the
I mean, he's an
white
award-winning
suit.
musician.
He's
done so much.
He's incredible.
Talk about that partnership.
So we're working on an EP. Everything's still in the works right now, but it's kind of going to be, we're still figuring out the sound, but it's going to be Latino pop meets rock meets mariachi, because mariachi is my background.
Oh, wow. And so what's the time frame for that?
I have no idea.
Yeah?
I have no idea.
What do you want to express the most with your music?
I don't know. We're still figuring it out.
Yeah.
We're still figuring it out. It's either going to be life stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to be more positive life stuff than like, I'm in love. Which I love. I'm in love.
Love
music.
is good, but other than other things.
Other than other things, yeah. Like I don't know if you've listened to Shakira's old music.
Yeah.
Those tell stories, and it's really cool. One of them talks about abortion, and I kind of want to go into those subjects. It's really cool.
Just overall, you know, there's always talk in the entertainment business these days about representation. This show is certainly important for young Latino women. Talk to me about that and what that means to you to be, you know, representing.
Well, again, it is an honor because there's not a lot of that on TV, because there's a lot of it in the real world. There are Latinos, there are engineers, there are scientists, there are astronauts, they're everything. And why don't we showcase it on TV? This show does it.
Very good. You're so great. That I can see why you're in tears over here. Look, you're gonna be proud.
He's smiling.
Paulina, thank you for being here.
Oh, thank
it's
you
a
so
pleasure
much
to
for
talk
having
to
me.
you. Everybody be sure to check out The Expanding Universe of Ashley Garcia. Part 1 is streaming right now on Netflix.
Yeah.
All right, we're taking a look at our question of the day in honor of Brittany Snow's Pitch Perfect Bachelorette weekend. We've been asking you where you would want to spend your last days of single life, as though it's like this fleeting thing you'll never get back, which you probably won't. All right, on the beach is the winner. Paulina, I feel like you're far from this. You're just a young girl, but imagining one day down the road, maybe you'll be married and you'll be locked up forever.
Oh my God.
Where the choices are surrounded by nature, on the beach, in a big city, at the spa. How, like the bachelorette party. If you had to just sort of dream of it, what would you want?
In a big city.
Big city. Oh, see,
Right
you
here.
are the New Yorker.
Right
You
here.
got the heart
I
of a
wanna
New
live
Yorker.
here.
Okay, all right. There you go. Guys, we're going to be asking a new question of the day tomorrow on People Now. Tune in for that. And coming up tomorrow as well, we're playing a fun game of Guilty or Innocent with the cast of Amazon Prime Video's new series, Hunters. Plus, we're joined live by Alex Newell, who stars in Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. Stick around for that tomorrow. Thank you for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from the stars of The Thing About Harry. Bye, guys.
Hey, I'm Jake Borelli.
And I'm Nico Terho.
And this is One Last Thing. The last time I got starstruck was at an event and I saw the whole cast of Succession, which is one of my favorite shows right now, and I was very starstruck by it.
You have an interesting family.
I have an offer.
The last time I couldn't stop laughing was probably this morning when we were doing a very professional interview and we just were talking about Shrek for like 5 minutes as our favorite movie, favorite soundtrack, favorite like everything.
Dead girl off the table.
Where are we supposed to put her? The bed's taken.
So, you know, we're made for each other. The last song stuck in my head, it's been for the last like 3 years actually, and it's been the Mario theme song, the ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da. That's not even it. Let's try this again.
Take two.
Yeah, take two. Yeah, there we go. Okay, ready? Here we go.
That's it?
Yep.
The last song that was stuck in my head is All Star by Smash Mouth.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me.
When I wake up in the morning, that's the first song I play.
Hey
It's
now,
like,
you're an all-star. The last show that I binged was Survivor, and I'm still super deep in it. I'm on season 22 of 40. I've been watching it since July. It's pretty much all I do.
Andrea wins the first individual immunity, becoming the first woman to win this challenge.
the last show I binge watched was Vikings.
People of Kattegat, I am but your humble servant.
I was like, oh, that's my ancestry there. That's so cool.
You have Viking ancestry?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Half my family's from Finland.
Wow.